Welcome to the first episode of SolidWorks Basic Design Series. To begin with, I'm going to show you around the interface of SolidWorks. At the top of the screen, you will find the SolidWorks logo, and next to it, the welcome page. Next to it, you have the option to create a new file or to open an existing file. The following commands are locked, but will be unlocked once you start designing your first part. If you click on Options, you will be able to customize your SolidWorks properties and appearances. At the top right of your screen, you will find a searching bar, which is very useful when you know the name of the command you want to use, but you cannot find it. Next to it, you have the option to log in into your SolidWorks account if you have one. And if you click on the question mark, you can access the SolidWorks built-in tutorials and other features. If you click on this Tutorials button, a new tab will open at the right of your screen. It contains interactive tutorials for you to learn at your own pace. For example, if I click on Lesson 1 parts, it will give me a brief overview of what I will be able to do. And if I advance into the next topic, it will start giving me detailed instructions and descriptions to start designing. If I attempt to click on the new symbol, SolidWorks will show me where the command is. This is very useful. If I want to go back, I can click on Previous Topic. If I click on Show, then all the available tutorials will appear. And if I click on the first option, then I can return to the home page and start a new tutorial. If you want, you can hide the contents by clicking Hide. I'm going to go ahead and close it so we can start setting up SolidWorks. First, I'm going to go to Options and change into Dark Mode. To do this, just click on the gear symbol in the top of the screen. Then, on System Options, click on Colors, and in Background, select Dark. Now click OK. This is better for our eyes, right? Our second step will be adding a path to our design library. At the right of your screen, click on the button that looks like some books. I have already added a path named SolidWorks Tutorial. This is a folder that is in my computer and has a file saved over here. If I click on my path, the files I have will appear over here. I currently have one file named Plastic Man finished, and it's a SolidWorks part. When you create new parts, you can save them in a specific folder so your design will be easier to find. I'm going to show you how to do this. First, I'm going to delete the part I have so I can show you. To delete it, I just need to right-click on it and then delete. A warning will pop out. It says that the folder will still be on my computer, but the path will disappear off my design library. I will click Yes. To add a new path, just click on the symbol that says Add File Location. This one over here. Now, you just need to look for your designated folder, which in my case is SolidWorks Tutorials. And once you're inside of it, click OK. Now, whenever you create a new part, assembly, or drawing, you will be able to find it easier and faster. We're gonna click on New, and SolidWorks gives us a brief description of the files that we can create using SolidWorks, which are a part, an assembly, or a drawing. When we create a part, then we can create an assembly or a drawing. That's why we're going to start by creating a part, which, according to SolidWorks, is a 3D representation of a single design component. We're going to click OK. Now that we're here, I'm going to show you around this new interface. At the top, these tabs have appeared. It has many tabs, one that says Features, Sketch, Markup, Evaluate, etc. But the ones that interest for us now are Sketch and Features. Each tab has its own set of commands, okay? So, at the left side of your screen, you will find the design tree. In the design tree, you will find the name of your part, which SolidWorks automatically assigns you the name Part 1, and if you create another one, Part 2, etc. And you will also find all the planes and point of origin that we will be seeing later. Now, if for some strange reason this part over here does not appear for you, this is easy to fix. You just need to go and pass your mouse through the SolidWorks logo, then click or pass your mouse until you see View, and in Workspace, you just click on Default. Then this part, if you didn't have it, it will appear for you, okay? Now that we are all on the same page, we're going to start our SolidWorks part by creating a sketch. To create a sketch, we're going to go to the Sketch tab and then click on this symbol over here. Then 3 planes will appear. These planes are the views that it's like you're seeing your design from that plane. For example, if you want to start designing by seeing it on the front, then you click on this plane. Or if you want to start by designing from the right, then use this plane, or the top, use this plane. We're going to start in the top, and once we start designing, then we're going to know which one is better for us. So let's click on top. And now we're going to create something very simple, a circle. Here we have all these commands and tools that we can use to create our first sketch. This is like drawing. So we're going to create a circle. And if I pass my mouse through all of these commands, it will give me a very nice preview of what does this tool do and how does it work. So I'm going to create this circle by clicking on it. Then I'm going to click over here and click again until the radio is like, I don't know, over here. I'm going to click on Ask just to go out of this tool. And now, as you can see, in the bottom, it says underdefined. Something that we all want to achieve when designing in SolidWorks, so the part won't give me errors in the future, is to make this sketch over here fully defined. To achieve that, we can do many things, but the main 2 options that we have is the first one to create relationships between this figure over here and this point of origin. And the second one is to give it dimensions. So we're going to start using relations by clicking on this point and dragging it into this point of origin. Okay, when we drag it, a nice yellow symbol will appear that has 3 lines and a circle. That is the coincident relationship. So if we just unclick and leave it there, then this coincident relationship will appear, and you can find it here on the left or here if we pass the mouse in the middle. Another way to make this relationship is to click on this point, then instead of dragging it into this other point, we just have to click on Control and click the point of origin, and this nice palette will appear. We're gonna go ahead and click on Make Coincident, and now this point, this middle point, is fully defined. But what I haven't defined yet is the diameter of the circle. To define it, I'm gonna go ahead and click here where it says Smart Dimension. I'm gonna click on the circumference, drag this, and it doesn't matter where I drag it, it will dimension it when I just click. And I'm gonna write 5 centimeters. As you can see, even though I wrote 5 centimeters, it wrote me 50. But why? This is because of the metric system that I'm using. Here at the bottom, you will find that it says the different options that you can change it to. It says meter, centimeters, millimeters, or inches. As you can see, the one selected is millimeters. So even though I wrote 5 centimeters, it's going to give me the dimension in millimeters. So that's why it says 50. Okay, we're gonna stick with millimeters and inches since these are the most common metric systems that we use when we're designing, okay? So now that our sketch is fully defined, it will say so here at the bottom, fully defined. So we're gonna go ahead and click on the Features tab and select the one that says Extrude Boss Base. When we do this, a nice arrow will appear, and with this arrow, you can change the height of your cylinder that we have created from the circle. I'm gonna select 30, but I can also change it here at the left of my screen to 30 millimeters, and we're gonna click OK. Now that we have our cylinder, we can do more operations, just as fillet, or draft, or shell, etc. And we will see some operation today. The first one that we're going to see is to eliminate these sharp edges using the chamfer command. So if we go here in fillet and then click on this arrow over here, we're going to find chamfer. This chamfer will help us eliminate the sharp edges. I'm going to click here and write 3 for it to be 3 millimeters. And in Items to Chamfer, I'm going to select this edge and this other edge. If this preview does not appear for you, then you might have selected no preview. So you can select either partial preview, which tells you only the last edge that you have chosen, or the full preview that is going to show you how it's going to look at the end. We're going to select OK. And now we have a cylinder without the sharp edges. Okay, at the beginning, we saw how to start creating the part and the circle from the top plane. But you can also create sketches in faces of the solid body, which is this part that I have already created. So we're going to go ahead and click on this face. And here you have some options, an option palette that has been added. So we're going to click here on the sketch, or the other option is to go on the tab of the sketch, click on it as we did previously, then click over here. Now we are creating an extrusion or a sketch in this face. So I'm going to create a circle and I'm going to dimension it, maybe 29, 30 millimeters. And in features, I'm going to extrude it. As you can see, the sketch has been created on the face, and now I can make this extrusion over here in the size that I want. I'm going to click OK. And like this, you can start modeling and making your own parts. So to save it, you just need to click on Save or Ctrl+S. And it will go automatically to the binder that you have selected. And as you can see, I have one already named Plastic Man Finished. So I'm gonna write a name for this part, named Plastic Man. Okay, Plastic Man. As you can see, I use this hyphen over here because it's a great way to name SolidWorks part. And just be careful not to use special characters or dots. Now, we're going to click on Save. And if we go again to our design library, now this new part that we created today has been added and I can see its preview. So I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. and I'm going to see you on the next episode.